Hello and welcome to another College Basketball Weekly, simply brought to you by the Full Court Network. Luke Taylor here, back in the saddle. I got Sammy D. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. You know, people ask for 300 likes. Just give us one like. It's cool. Let's go one like. One like makes LT happy. 2 like makes me ecstatic. 3 makes me over the moon. So don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, hit the subscribe button and pound the 5-star and put a little comment like LT is beautiful. He looks ravishing. I love him when he comes on the show, but he always misses. It's always LT going one-on-one. Hey, do you know what you call 2 Hispanic men playing basketball?
What's up?
One-on-one.
Come. Good jokes. Good jokes.
Bad jokes. So, okay. So Miami, Ohio is undefeated. Okay. Yeah. You know, I was a little bit nervous against Marshall because it's just, you know, it's not the MAC and it's a kind of a weird, you know, they have to travel and stuff like that. It's a different scenario. They're 24-0. All right. They're 348 strongest schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Not very good. Okay. No offense, but we know the parameters with that one. They're 85th KenPom. I'm going to give you 3 different scenarios. One is Miami, Ohio. If Miami, Ohio does not win the MAC tournament, okay, let's say Akron wins it.
Come.
Does Miami of Ohio get an automatic bid?
Did Miami of Ohio make it to the championship game?
Yes.
Yes. That would be the scenario where the MAC gets 2 bids.
Yes. What if they lose in the semifinal game? It's their 3rd loss of the year.
If Miami loses in the semifinals
of the MAC tournament, they've had 3 losses by then. That's their 3rd loss.
No chance. MAC is a 1-bid league at that point. So
how many losses can the Miami, Ohio Redhawks afford to get into the big dance?
Only 1.
Really? Okay. I riddle you this now. Let's go to the Atlantic 10.
Come.
If St. Louis loses 2 more games, okay, does not win the A10 championship, do they get an automatic bid?
They lose 2 more games?
Yeah, so they're 26-3, let's say.
Yeah. And they do they make the championship game?
Yes and no. So
if they make the championship game, they will get an automatic bid. If they do not make the championship game, they will not get an automatic bid in that scenario.
Okay. What about like George Mason or like VCU? Do you think they'll get in?
No.
George Mason's 21-3. VCU is 18-6.
No.
Even though VCU's KenPom 46.
Correct.
Okay.
I think a mid-major needs to move into the top 40 to be considered.
Okay.
And you know, it's our experience with the selection committee and who we've spoken to and things like that, who we've had on the show. I would look more at net rankings than KenPom when we're starting to consider where these teams kind of move into the automatic bid, on the bubble, all that kind of stuff. I found I like KenPom rankings. That's how I kind of look how good of a team is, but it seems like the selection committee favors more net rankings more than anything.
Yes. Okay. So what about Tulsa? They're 20-4. They just lost to USF in a really good game at Yuengling Center. Coach Hodgson is starting to heat up with some Bulls. The Golden Hurricanes are looking good. Do you think they'll get an automatic bid?
At this point, no.
What do they have to do?
They got to win their tournament.
So you're thinking the Americans a 1-bid league?
At this point, yes.
Yes. Okay.
I think the trend we're going to see is the Power Fours are going to keep getting more and more teams in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. Even though one team is 26-6 and they don't get in the tournament, the other team is 13-12.
That's correct.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't make the rules.
Everybody gets a medal. Everybody gets a ribbon.
Don't look at me, except the big majors.
Hey, how many 8th place ribbons did you have?
And none.
I had 0.
Yeah.
I don't have any ribbons. You know what happens when we get ribbons in our house?
I don't think you got ribbons.
They go in the garbage. Well, in Canada, they don't even give trophies.
Yeah.
So whatever. But here nor there. So that's interesting, and we'll see how that plays out. I mean, obviously from our experiences, we've heard that, we've seen it, so it should be interesting. So best first-year coaches. Okay, you wanted to talk about best first-year coaches. There's a couple I want to talk about before you steal the show. Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Iowa, 18-5, 8-4, winners of the last 6 games. Love what Coach Ben McCollum's doing in Iowa City. Villanova, Kevin Willard. I also love his press conference where he just left and the media lambasting him. It's like, how many times can you ask the same question?
Yeah.
We didn't hear it all the time, so we don't need to go there. 18-5. Big East is a little bit down this year. A couple mid-majors, and actually one's going to join us on on Thursday for the show. For first one, this is not going to join us. I'm actually going to see them next week. High Point, 22-4. Flynn Clayman, first year as a head coach, 10-1. Strength of schedule is not the best, but I think they struggled to put together a competitive schedule like Miami of Ohio because of the talent they had and stuff like that. The Southland Conference, 2 first-year head coaches, Stephen F. Austin, Coach Matt Breyer, year 1. Came from Texas Tech. You know how much we love Texas Tech, especially you. They're 21-3, 14-1 gain it done first year. McNeese State, Coach Armstrong taking over for Coach Wade. Totally new team pretty much. For the most part, got Javon Garcia back, a couple others. They're 19-5, 12-3. Ken Palm 67. So I like those. No. And then if you were to ask me, obviously, there's one other which you're going to ask me about in a second is you have to think about this next one, but who would you say is your best first year head coach?
Yeah, this time of year I always kind of like to look at head coaches who have never been a head coach before, right? And the person that is really holding true and showing that they were just the perfect hire is Jay Lucas at Miami, Florida. Perhaps the most impressive kind of rookie performance of the season so far, taking over, after, Coach Larinaga, legend, right? It's like they had a really bad year last year during kind of that transitional phase. And he already has this team, 4th, 5th in the ACC, 18 wins already. It's 11 more wins compared to last season already this year. Looking good to kind of move into that, on the bubble right now for the ACC if they can keep it going. What he's done with Malik Renew, using him, who just got recognized as a Karl Malone Power Forward of the Year midseason watch list, averaging around 20 points a game. Then Trey Donaldson, the Michigan transfer, just complete floor general, which you would expect from a Jay Lucas team. He's going in there saying, he's the best, I said it at the beginning of the season, I think he's the best recruiter in the country. And so, but to see what he's already been able to put together in year 1 as a head coach at a school that has a lot of great resources, like Miami, Florida, they're on fire right now as far as, what I'm seeing on the floor and just how they're going to keep building throughout Jay Lucas's tenure there. They've got a great test tonight against North Carolina, who's obviously coming off of a big Duke win. They're hosting North Carolina. That could be Jay Lucas's kind of statement win of the year. And I think that they can knock off North Carolina at home. And I think if they do that, they are going to put a lot of the ACC on alert.
Yes. They simply call that the U. Yeah. What do you think Michael Irvin thinks about Miami Hurricanes basketball?
I think he's still hanging out with the football team right now. He'll make it to a basketball game for sure this year.
Oh my God. You can just see him on the sideline, just put on the bench, he's ready for the challenge.
For sure.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. So I'm going to say there's 2 teams, but I'm going to put one team in the who's rolling category that I'm going to talk about next. Virginia.
Yeah.
I did not expect this to happen. I'm being totally honest with you. Ryan Odom, not because, anything. I just didn't know what was going to happen. He brought in 2 guys that I was big fans of. He brought in Malik Thomas, who's averaging about 12.6 points games from USF, the Dons. Really like Malik Thomas. Then he brought another kid in from Toledo. Paid him a lot of money to come in. 10.7 points per game he's averaging is Sam Lewis. I knew these guys were good, but I didn't know how they would adjust so quickly to the ACC. And then they got DeRitter, 16.4 points per game. Got some other guys. The one guy that really is not talked about a lot is freshman Chance Mallory, 5'10" freshman from Charlottesville, averaging 10.3 points per game, 3.6 assists per game, and 3.9 rebounds a game for a 5'10" kid. So what Coach Odom has done, and maybe it's the coach, Griff Aldrich effect, brought him in as the associate head coach for all we know, but they're 20-3, 9-2. I mean, I'm really impressed with Virginia, top, what are they, top 10, I believe, in the nation right now. And they're looking good.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, the Cavaliers and what Odom's done the first year. I mean, he's surrounded himself with just an incredible staff. You mentioned Coach Aldrich, but I mean, his entire staff is just off the charts good. And I mean, he came in basically saying, "Hey, I'm not giving this program 2 or 3 years to rebuild. I'm doing it in year 1." And for them to make the statement wins that they've had this year and keep rolling. And it was one of those programs where it was moving into conference. I expected them to kind of go down a little bit, but they have not taken their foot off the pedal in conference play. And like you, I'm really happy that they're doing well. Virginia is a basketball school. And so whenever you see a good basketball school do well this time of year, it's just going to keep they're going to get more and more resources every year now.
Yeah. So I got a couple of teams on who's rolling. I'm going to put one of these teams in here. It's North Carolina State. 18-6, 9-2, winners of the last 6 games, which I think has been, they haven't done that in years at NC State. Darren Williams, 14.7 points per game. There was so many high hopes for Will Wade and the Wolfpack in year 1. They had some bumps, they had some bruises, but I believe they are rolling at the right time of year. And I'm really excited to actually see them in the flesh, next year. Actually just got a text or email from the High Point people excited that I'll be in attendance next week for their basketball game. You want me to heckle Coach Mo?
Yes, please do.
What do you want me to say to him?
I don't know. He's one of the best guys out. He's going to tell you how it is.
Yeah,
so it's great.
Yeah. So if you see the Full Court Network getting arrested at High Point University next Thursday, as long as El Presidente gives me a chocolate bar, full-size chocolate bar, that's what I expect. I'm not going to eat it. I might give it away. Maybe if someone gives us a 5-star review, they'll get a free large chocolate bar. Okay, other teams I'm really excited about. Santa Clara, the Broncos. 21-5, 12-1 in the WCC, winners of their last 8 games. Ken Palm, top 40. Christian Hammond is a ball player, 16.4 points per game. The scary thing is they still have to play Gonzaga, USF, and St. Mary's.
Yeah.
But what they're doing is remarkable. Then I'm going to go over to the East Coast. St. John's, man.
Back to the East Coast.
Yeah. Well, Herb Stenick, Rick Pitino, there's some connections there.
I like it. I mean, you mentioned teams on fire. Like St. John's is like full blown inferno right now.
Yeah.
like, did you watch that UConn game?
Oh my God. That was my favorite game. I watched 2 really, that was one of them. And then I'm going to talk about this other team, Kentucky and Tennessee. I mean, that was pretty remarkable, but yeah, that UConn St. John's game was amazing.
Yep.
It might be my favorite game all year.
All right.
And then so they played Xavier last night. I don't even care about that. No offense to the other Patino. UConn, circle the date, rematch at UConn Wednesday, February 25th. UB Extra 4, 15.9 points per game, 7.6 rebounds per game, 3.5 assists per game, and 2 blocks per game. I mean, that guy is a ball player. I got to go with UNC. I got to give Coach Hubert Davis flowers. That game against Duke, they trailed the whole game until 0.4 of a second.
Yeah. If that, I mean, they had to put the time back on the clock. So.
Yeah. 19-4, 7-3, winners of the last 5. I see Hubert Davis returning.
So you watched the game.
I did, the whole game.
Do you think that UNC won that game, or do you think Duke gave it away?
I don't like to, as a former coach, I do not like to go down that slippery slope. They won the game, and at the end of the day, they won it. And they won it at home, and it was rocking, it was bumping. And I think they're peaking at the right time, as is NC State, as is others. The other 2 I'm going to talk about, we're going to go SEC, Florida. I think Florida's finally figured out in the backcourt with Boogie Flan and Xavier Lee. They've been more consistent, and their front court's phenomenal. They play at Georgia and then home against Kentucky this week, and Kentucky too. I think they've come 5 or 6 games this year where they've come back from double digits. They've done it twice to Tennessee now, and I think they're peaking in the right time. I mean, Oteo Wega is just a phenomenal basketball player. Phenomenal. So I like those couple teams that are rolling. I mean, there's a ton of teams rolling, but
what about Kansas? Do you like Kansas right now?
Jared Peterson.
They 7-game win streak right now. They kind of jumped out of the rankings for a second. Now they're kind of solidified in the top 15.
Yep.
Big road win against Texas Tech. Darren Peterson's going to be the number 1 pick in the draft. Yep. He's showing up.
He's a freak.
Showing people why he's going to be the number 1 pick.
Yep.
You've got Flory Badunga, who I think is the best defensive player in the country. Yep. After watching him very closely the last 5 or 6 games, where he's just getting comfortable being that defensive anchor.
But Sam, here's the problem: we're taping this right before they play.
I don't care. I'm calling it. I've got a crystal ball. Okay. I've got a crystal ball.
How big is it?
It's this big. It's a disco ball, actually.
I have 2 crystal balls, but they're about this big each.
All right. I mean, I got a crystal ball, and this is going to air on Tuesday. The Arizona going into Allen Fieldhouse is happening in about 3 hours.
Oh, I can't wait for that game. That game is going to be lit.
So I'm calling it right now. I think Arizona is going to lose their first game of the season against a red-hot Kansas team. It'll be the first time Kansas ever knocks off a number 1 ranked team at Allen Fieldhouse. Bill Self is a perfect 38-0 on Big Monday games. He is going to keep rolling. He's going to get to 39-0 Big Monday games, and he's going to knock off Arizona. And Kansas is going to be after this game, people are going to talk about Kansas as a legit contender to win the national championship with just how hot they are moving into this time of year.
Okay, so let's cut it off there. I 100% agree. I love the facts. It's no fiction. It's all true facts.
All facts, baby.
Next year, we have to put on our list, because you've been to no basketball games with me this year until the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
We're going to a KU game.
All right.
I mean, I know Darren Peterson's obviously not going to be there unless he decides to.
That's all right. They've got 2 of the other top 5 recruits coming in for next year, so it's all good.
Yeah. We can see your fam, and we can go to the what is it? The Hawk or the Wheel? What is it?
Wheel.
The Wheel. Yeah, we go to the Wheel. So I think it's time for mid-major minutes. Let's finish with that.
Okay? Mid-major minutes.
So I got 4. I got 4. So how much time you want to give me?
2 minutes.
Okay.
I know you don't need more time than that.
All right, ready?
All right, take a deep breath. Take a sip of water. Because these 2 minutes are the best love mid-major basketball gets all week from anybody around the country.
Yeah. It's amazing how I can last 2 minutes in anything, we won't go there. That's a personal issue. All right. The UCA, aka Central Arkansas Bears, have been remarkable in Coach John Schulman's second year in Conway. They are in Conway. I've been to Conway. 9-24 last year, 14-10 this year, 9-2 in the ASUN, and on a 7-game winning streak. Cameron Hunter is a ball player, dropping 18.8 points per game. They played last night against UNA. I don't care. They play Bellarmine Wednesday and West Georgia Saturday. Look out for the UCA Bears. The women's team is known as the Sugar Bears. Did you know that, Sammy? The Sugar Bears.
Wow, I like that.
Morgan State is on a 6-game winning streak as head coach Kevin Brodus has the Bears rolling. Big fans of Alfred Worrell Jr. filling the hoops with 17.5 points per game. They play South Carolina State on February 14th. Big up to former guest Coach Brodus and the Bears. SEMO stands for Southeastern Missouri State University, and what Brad Korn is doing in Cape Girardeau has been sensational. Say it. What is it? Cape Girardeau.
Cape Girardeau. Canadian accent over there.
Canadian accent. The Red Hawks are 15-10, 10-4 in the OVC, and riding a 6-game winning streak. Luke Alamodovar leads the team in scoring with 14.6 point per games against SIUE on Thursday and Lindenwood on Saturday. There's a lot of acronyms in the OVC, as you probably have seen. Boone, North Carolina is rocking, and so is the App State Mountaineers men's basketball team on the hardwood, as our guy Dustin Kearns has App State on a 6-game winning streak, 17-9 and 9-4 in the overly difficult Sun Belt Conference. They play at Georgia Southern on Wednesday. Then JMU stands for James Madison on Saturday. Kaysen Jennings leads the squad with 15 points per game, and Alonzo Dodd is contributing 13.3 points per game. Check out the Mountaineers of App State, and that is your mid-major minutes.
Let's go. 2 minutes and 19 seconds. But who's counting? Who's counting?
The Cape Girardeau.
Who's counting?
Cape Girardeau.
Cape Girardeau is a beautiful little town, too.
It is. Yeah, the campus looks very nice.
Yeah.
Did you like that I know that where UCA is, aka the home of Scottie Pippen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm excited, man. We're getting it's getting close to Christmas time for college basketball fans. March Madness is upon us. We just got approved for the final fall in Indianapolis. They got the NIT Division II, Division III. I mean, it's going to be ridiculous.
There is going to be, if you're a basketball fan, there's not going to be a better place in the world.
And we're going to see all. I know you're coming in later than me.
It's going to be really fun to see all those different leagues kind of coming together at the end of the season.
I mean, there's 2 games. I'm going to check out the NIT, the semifinals Thursday. I believe the finals is Saturday. We'll go to that. And then what's Sunday? Is that D2, D3? I think Sunday, or maybe the NIT Sunday. I don't know, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So, Sammy, next week. Don't forget Thursday. We'll have Coach Matt Brayer from Stephen F. Austin on Thursday's podcast or Thursday's show. Next week, you are out of town. I am in college basketball mecca. I'm going to 3 games. I'm going to see NC State, North Carolina, Clemson, Wake Forest, and UNC Asheville against High Point. So we're going to take the week off next week. We probably won't have a coach's show. We probably won't have a college basketball weekly, but back the following week. But Sammy, I really appreciate it, my friend. I'll miss you next week. You might have to. I might use you for my only phone call from High Point.
Sorry, I'll be sure not to answer. It's all good.
Go. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review if you're watching us on the Full Court Network right now on the YouTube page or YouTube network or channel, whatever you call it. Smash that subscribe button. Give us the thumbs up. Give us a like. Give us a comment. And we'll be back next week on the Full Court, not the Full Court Network, not the Full Court Press. We'll be back 2 weeks on the College Basketball Weekly, powered by the Full Court Network.
Let's get it.